I love money, I love bags, I love cars, turbo stack. I want Louis double V. I want Prada for my feet. I love curtains made of silk. Wrap my body like some milk. I want all the latest wear. What bitch said that life's unfair? I like the finer, finer, finer things in life. I like the finer, finer, finer things in life.
What's up, cuties? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm just gonna jump right into this video, and I'm starting off with buffing my base really good, and I'm going to use my Juvia's Place palette. This is my bronzer palette, and I'm just using that light brown shade just to act as my first transition shade of the many that I'll be using in today's video. And so I'm just going to lightly buff this in, and I'm also gonna do this to the other eye and just build this up to my liking. Definitely take your time and just watch your pressure and literally just continue to build up the product to your desire. Now I'm going to go in with my Colorgurlz palette, taking those two colors, but I'm starting with the light brown one first, and I'm just going to buff this into her crease. And I'm going to do the same for her other eyelid as well, and I'm just using light circular motions because I really want this to be blown out. And I want it to look so airbrushed and seamless. And then I'm just gonna go in with that pretty brown shade, you guys, just to deepen up the crease just a tad bit. I'm also gonna go in with a different brown. I don't think I showed it, just to deepen it just a little bit more. And so just apply that to just the inner crease part, right, that you see me doing right now. And literally it's gonna look so good, you guys. Like, I just loved how this turned out. It's so beautiful. Got it. You got it. Okay, so next I'm going in with my P. Louise base, and I believe this is their number 1. I'm gonna have my client look up, and it's only because a lot of times when they look up, the product gets on that part. So that's typically where you want the crease to end. And so now that she looked up, I know where and how to put this product on so it can look very nice. And so now I'm just gonna do this to her other eye, you guys. I'm just going to literally pretty much just carve out a new eyelid shape. I did apply the one eye off camera, and then I'm going to have her look up again. And again, it's really helpful, especially when you're doing a cut crease. Just have them look up, and then you'll know where to begin. And so I'm just going to neatly carve it out. We want to cut somebody with this cut crease. And then I'm going to go in with this pretty, it's like a nude shade. And I'm going to use I want to say blend brush just to apply this product, because it applies it very nicely, better than a flat brush. Hands down, you won't go wrong. So I'm just gonna tap that in and just pretty much apply the product that way. And now, guys, I'm going in with that pretty brown shade, and I'm gonna use that darker brown as well. And now I'm just gonna apply those two shades just to help blend out the harsh line of the cut crease, because with this particular look, I just want it to be gradient. Sometimes you can do your cut crease where you can use that harsh line to your advantage in this look, but however, I wanted to go for a softer look. And so now I'm just applying those two shades. You can do it one at a time, or you can do both at the same time. I chose to do both to kind of speed up the process, and it's just going, go back and forth with your brush just to blend out the harsh line. And lightly do this, you guys. Watch your pressure. And I'm going to do the same for this eye as well. And you'll see as I move along, it's a nice gradient effect. And it's going to be so pretty, you guys. I just love how this particular eyeshadow look turned out. And now I'm just going to go in with that lighter brownish shade just to gradient it out a little bit more, and that's what you see me doing here. And yeah, do this like so. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Stay Matte foundations. I have to mix 2 shades. Everything will literally be listed in the description box down below for you guys, because I wasn't able to find her actual shade, but when you mix these, you will literally find your client's shade. And I just love the coverage that this particular foundation gave her. It's so pretty to me. It looked airbrushed and the coverage was just bomb. As you can see, look at the difference between where I applied it and where I didn't apply. And now I'm just going to lightly blend onto her under eye. Make sure you get on your client's neck because we want everything to look nice. I don't know about you guys, but I just love to make sure the neck is somewhat, you know, put, as you can see, I got little lines there because I applied a little foundation there, but I'm going to buff everything in seamlessly at the end of this video. You'll see. And so I'm just going to go around her eyebrows. I didn't do her eyebrows on camera. You'll see in the clip, I am going to do a little bit of carving, but I didn't do it on camera. I'm going to go in with my Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealers. And I'm just going to apply this as her highlight and also to conceal, even though she don't need a lot of coverage, but however, we just doing it for the aesthetic, period. And so I'm just going to apply this onto her forehead, down her nose, and definitely get down your client's bridge of the nose and under their eye really well. You can also go in with other lighter shades if you want that just, you know, bright eye effect. I don't, however, do that because realistically it's not flattering in real life, but it does photograph really nicely. And so I just want my clients to look more on the natural, and I want their makeup to look good in person. So if that's you, do you, boo. And now I'm just going to apply this concealer onto her chin area. And again, you can also go in with like a lighter shade. You don't have to do the shade I do. I mean a darker shade. Sorry about that. I'm going to go in with a concealer. This is by Black Opal. I believe it's on the Mocha. And I'm just going to apply this onto her nose, you know, around her forehead, hairline, and just under her chin as well. I didn't show that on camera, but I'm going to go ahead and buff all of the product in together. And as you can see, I'm buffing everything alongside her nose, you guys. And that's going to help when it's time to blend out the nose contour. Because we want a chiseled nose in 2023, okay? And so I'm just going to lightly buff everything in. And if you need your client to turn their heads to see what you're doing, have them turn their heads and just lightly buff. You can also use a damp beauty blender as well. I do go in with beauty blenders as well, you guys. Sometimes I don't show it on camera because it just eats up a lot of my time, you know, trying to edit the stuff. And so as you guys can see, I'm just pretty much just buffing everything in lightly. And now I'm going to go in with my contour brush. The brushes I use, you can buy these at Target, I believe. I really like these dense brushes when it's time to, you know, buff in your contours. I feel like it just gives that airbrush look. And so that's what I'm using. I forgot the name of the line, you guys. I'll try to find it and link it down below for you guys. And so I'm just, again, buffing in her contour and just literally blend for your life. Blend for your life, sis. Do not leave no harsh contour lines, please. And so, as you can see, look at how that is looking. OMG. It just looks so chiseled. And I'm just going to blend alongside her chin as well. And I'm going to go to the other side and blend the other side as well. And now I'm going to go in and buff her forehead in. And I just love that everything is coming together with this whole foundation look. And again, Maybelline is a really good skin line, as well as, you know, the foundations. Everything they have pretty much is pretty popular. I do know my favorite foundation is Nars. So Nars, if you ever come across my video, hook your girl up. And so now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, y'all, and just blend out any lines under her eye, any creases. And then I'm going to go in with my, I think it's Laura Mercier setting powder. Yep, that's what I use. And by the way, my brush is very damp. is not wet at all. So really make sure you have a damp beauty blender. That way, you know, you can set your foundation and everything nicely. And so that's what I'm doing here, just setting her under eye. I'm going to also set under her nose, down her nose, her chin, her forehead area, and just lightly tap. And one of the things I really love to do, you guys, is contour or clean up their contour is the right words. I love to clean up the contour with my Laura Mercier as well. And now I'm going to go in and just fix her eyebrows and fill them in. And now what I'm going to do, guys, is just pretty much dust off any excess product. I did let her bake a little bit, and ain't nothing wrong with a little bake. She was getting a little allergic. I don't know about y'all, but this happens to me every time I do my own makeup. And so just lightly dust off and also press in the product if you can. So I like to go in with my brush and just buff everything in. So that's what you're going to see me doing here, ladies. Yep, so keep on pushing, period. And so I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place bronzer. This is literally my go-to bronzer as of right now until I find another bronzer that I really like. And I'm just going to warm up her face a little bit because, you know, right now she's just pretty washed out. And so when you bronze up the face, you bring back those contoured areas. And so that's what I'm doing here, you guys, just warming up her face with my bronzer around her forehead as well. And look how this is looking. It just looks so airbrush. It's all coming together. Again, I did fill her eyebrows in off camera. If you want to see those type of videos, check out my last 2 videos. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia's Beverly Hills Glow palette. I forgot, I think it's Sunkissed. I love Sunkissed. This is my holy grail. Like, I use this a lot, y'all. And so I'm just going to go in and just apply those to her highlighted areas. And here we go, Sunkissed, period. One of my faves. And so I'm just going to also apply this onto the apples of her cheeks as well. And lightly apply this, you guys. We want realistic glows, not these fake. I mean, I have seen some horrible glows and I have been guilty myself. So be light-handed, ladies. And I'm going to go in with my Colorgurlz blush. This is my go-to holy grail now. I really love the pigment. It's so pigmented. And as you can see, I just lightly, and you can see that showing up so good. And so I'm just applying that to the apples of her cheeks. And I'm going to set her with my Morphe spray. It's my go-to as well. And I believe this one is Continual Set. So again, everything will be down below. And I'm just going to fan her dry. If you guys don't have a fan, get you one. They are so handy. And I'm going to go in with my 2 favorite lippies. And they are by MAC. This one I believe is Night Moth. And then I'm going to go in with Chestnut. It's either Chestnut or Night Moth, y'all. Either way I go, check the description box. And then I like to use a nice lip combo with, it includes a concealer. So that's what you're going to see me do. I'm going to apply a concealer to her lip, you guys. Like, these be so bomb with a pretty gloss. And so that's what her shade is her lip shade gonna be. And that's the end of today's video. Don't forget to give your girls a thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And comment down below what you guys would like to see. Also follow me on Instagram. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.